Hey, in this video we're going to talk about some very basic Photoshop editing techniques. Here's a photo of some dancers I took in Barcelona, and all we're going to do in this video is we're going to crop this photo and we're going to play with some adjustment layers. So first, let's crop. So what we want to do is click the crop tool here, and I'm going to zoom out a little bit by pressing the spacebar, Command, and Alt on a Mac, and that'll do it. So then I'm going to grab these corners, I'm going to bring in a little bit on the left, come over here and a little bit less on the right. I'm going to keep it a little bit off the center, the dancers, and I think that's about right. I think I'll leave all this ground in front of them. Just go up here and press the check mark, confirm that selection, and then go press the move tool there. Okay, and we can zoom in a little bit, and there's our photo. So now it's cropped. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag my layer. It says background layer. I'm going to drag it to that second icon there, and that copies the layer. So that way we are going to have a nice before and after. And if any time you want to go back a step, you can click here, the history tool. I want to go back to my cropped, back to the original. There's the crop, and I've made the duplicate layer. You can see here that there's no duplicate. Now there's a duplicate. Okay. So like I said, let's do some adjustment layers. So all I want to do today is talk about levels, or your histogram, and we'll also talk about saturation. So here in this this histogram right here tells us sort of the behavior of every single color in this photograph. And all the colors, all the values on this side represent the darker ones. Here's the mid-tones, and then here's the bright ones. And you can see here that this is a huge spike towards the bottom end, which means there's quite a few dark spots. You can see here in the shorts or the pants, sweatshirts, it's pretty dark. And there's also a really tall spike right here, which my guess is from the lights in the background here, and maybe the foreground here as well. So what I'm going to do is, I don't like how bright some of these spots are, some of these hot spots. So to sort of counteract that, well, actually, if I play with these things right here, these little arrows, if I drag this one in a little bit, it's going to get brighter, really bright. So what that is doing is it's saying that, well, in actuality, there's 255 bars here. It's a histogram. Even though it looks like a curve, it's actually a bunch of bars. So every value, it says 190 right here, every single color after 190 is just given white, or it's given the brightest color. So if I back that off, now it's saying every color after 232 is given white. That's not what I want. What I want is that if I drag this one, it's saying, okay, and you can see it getting a little bit darker here. It's saying that every color after 242 doesn't exist. So if I do have a color at 255, let's just give it 242. Same with 254, 253, 252, all the way down to 242. We're just going to give it that value. Okay, I think I'm going to go a little bit brighter. Basically just get rid of this huge spike, or we're going to move the spike down to 248. Okay, I think that's about good for me. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of contrast. So what contrast is going to do is it's going to split the histogram. We're going to see the histogram go more to the left and more to the right, but still maintain below that 148, I believe is what it was. So you can see it'll start to split, and my colors here will get a little bit darker, and it'll also get a little bit brighter. And I'm also going to bring up the brightness a little bit. I like it to be brighter, but I just don't want those hot spots. Okay, that looks all right. Okay, and let's just hit the saturation. These shirts are nice. I like how red they are, especially since they all have red shirts. So I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm just going to saturate this a little bit. Just a hair. I think that's about right. Okay, and that's all I'm going to do. So those are some really basic techniques to sort of liven up your photo. Let's see a before and after though. So to do a before and after, I'm going to press Shift. I'm going to go down and select all of these. I'm going to go up to Layer. I'm going to merge layers. Okay, so that's merged all the ones that I selected. So if I turn this off, I'll get here's the before and here's the after. Before, after.